Hey guys, welcome back and thanks for watching. This is killing the vibe, but it gives off really good sound quality, so we're just running with it. But today, me and this lovely chunky alley cat right here are going to be bringing you guys the Walmart Plus deals. I originally was not planning on doing a video for Walmart Plus week, but when I got on and looked at the deals today, I was like, this cannot be ignored. We must share. So top 20 deals. I'm gonna have everything linked in the description bar below and the comment section, so it's really easy to shop. And we will go ahead and get started, but I have to say first, get a Walmart Plus membership. This is, the sale at least currently is still in early access, which basically means you have to have a Walmart Plus membership in order to shop the sale and get the good deals. But of course, in a couple days, it will open up to the public. However, if you get a Walmart Plus membership, you get, I believe it's free 2-day delivery on like most items. Most of the time you can get it even earlier, but you also get free delivery to your house when you order over a certain dollar amount at Walmart. I think it's like $30 or $35. I have not had to go to the store and get my groceries myself since we finally, like, our area opened up and we can get Walmart deliveries here now. I love my Walmart Plus membership, and I certainly love not having to drag 2 tiny kids to the store. So I love it and highly encourage you guys to get it. But for product number 1, the GE ice maker is on a deal during Walmart Plus week, and I absolutely love this. You guys know I've talked about it so much. It's $182 off, which is huge. I originally purchased this thinking that it would be great for when we are hosting, because we do host a lot in this house. We have birthday parties, you know, the whole nine, but this gets used daily, not just by me, but by my husband, who talked a lot of smack and about me wanting my pebble ice, now uses it daily. And both of my boys love their pebbled ice, specifically Ezra. If I dare give him ice out of the fridge now, he's like, that was a mistake. The pebble ice, please. Like he just is like, no, I know better. So pebble ice is really good, and $182 off is amazing. This one does have the side tank. I have 0 complaints about my GE ice maker, and I've had mine for a year at this point. So 12 out of 10 recommend. This is such a good discount. Definitely one of the best that I've seen on all the sales. So of course it is product number 1. This indoor bike is $210 off. Now I have a Peloton, but when I actually was asking you guys on Instagram, do you like your Peloton if you have it? Do you think I should get it? A bunch of you guys actually said, I don't use the Peloton. I have a regular stationary indoor bike, and then I just have a membership with the Peloton app, and I do their rides that way. Now, when I used to have a stationary bike, I did that. I prefer the Peloton, but it is definitely like not lost on me that this is a much, much more affordable option. So $210 off. It's a really, really good looking bike. And from what I can tell, reviews online, not just on Walmart, but on other places I did kind of look, seems to have a very good reputation. So it's definitely a good idea if you want a Peloton but don't want to pay the price. You can just get this bike and then get the Peloton membership through the app. The 13.3-inch MacBook Air is on the Walmart Plus sale, and it is only $649. Now I say only, understanding that is a huge price, but if you have ever looked at the Apple prices, you're like, oh, yes, only is a good word for $649. Sam had a MacBook Air all through college. I did not, I just had a regular one, and he would make pretty regular comments about how mine was a lot more chunky than his. I had girlfriends that had the MacBook Airs, and they always raved about just how lightweight it was. So when I saw the price for this, again, I say only just because I know what the price is of a regular MacBook Air. This is a very, very hot deal. So this is what actually made me, when I saw this, I was like, we gotta just do a video. There's too many good sales at this point. These, I assume it's pronounced moissanite. I used to say moissanite, but I've heard enough people say moissanite, I'm assuming that's right. Earrings are $127 off on the sale. Your girl loves a good pair of earrings, and I am actually considering buying these. Moissanite is something that we are seeing everywhere now, I feel like more than ever before. Tennis bracelets, necklaces, earrings, engagement rings, wedding bands. People are not using diamonds as much as they are using moissanites, and they're just absolutely beautiful. I have a girlfriend who has a moissanite engagement ring, and that thing is stunning. She's had it for 5 or 6 years at this point, and it's just absolutely beautiful and breathtaking, and the stone is just, I mean, perfection. So I know that at least hers has held up, so that's what's encouraged me to really look into these earrings. I think these are gonna be on my wish list. I think I'm gonna get them on the sale. Product number 5 is the Dyson V12 vacuum, and I wanted to talk about this specific model with the Dyson if you have kids or animals. heavy on the animals part because my mom has a Dyson vacuum that she absolutely loves, but specifically her tank is so much smaller. If she was to bring that over to my house, she would literally have to empty it after she got through every single room. We can vacuum our entire house on this one like container before having to empty it. And so that container is massive. And it's just really nice if you have animals that are just shedding constantly or kids that are always making messes. So again, there are a few different kinds on the sale, but specifically the Dyson V12 is the one that we have. We've used it daily since I got it Christmas of 2022. One of the best purchases ever. Y'all know I am serious about my cleaners, and that is one that I will always die on my hill for. This Reebok backpack was something I saw and really thought was nice because one, we are heading into like the back to school time, but my husband actually prefers a backpack for work. So if that's what you're looking for, or even a gym bag, Reebok stuff is great quality. This is $8 off, making it only like $12, I believe, on the sale. So it's not a super expensive bag to start with, but it is on a really good discount. And again, Reebok stuff is so nice. I have a ton of Reebok stuff that I purchased from Walmart recently that I work out in, and that's what really made me fall in love with the brand. I would say even more, I've had Reebok stuff in the past and always been impressed with it, but kind of went crazy, and this is really nice. Again, gym bag, school, work. It's a really good price point. The AirPods Pro are $80 off. Now, there were a few different kind of headphones that I saw on the sale. I will say Amazon Prime is going to have a lot more variety than I saw on Walmart Plus, but if you are an AirPods girl, you prefer those over anything else, this is the sale you're gonna wanna look at for specifically AirPods. Like if that's your brand, you're gonna wanna get yours from Walmart. And they had, again, a couple different kinds of them, but this specific pair is $80 off during Walmart Plus week. This water pick is so random, but it's $60 off, and I actually prefer both. So I floss and use water picks, but when I went to the dentist after I had my son, she was like, we actually sell a water pick here. And she said, if you have like specifically a permanent retainer like I do, she was like, we really encourage people to use those because they are just so much better at like really getting into your gums. And Sam is definitely a lover of the water pick. So she did say like it could kind of take place of flossing. For me, there is just nothing like flossed teeth, like truly flossed teeth. There's nothing that feels as good as that does. And so I like to use that with a water pick, but if you would just prefer a water pick, this is on a really good sale. This Shark Lift vacuum, I actually wanted to mention because this is a better option price point wise if you don't want to do the like full Dyson cordless vacuum. This one is $150 off on the sale, making it like, I think it's right at $150. And you can either use this as like a push, just like regular style vacuum cleaner, or you can actually lift that middle compartment up. It shows you kind of in the ad photos, like you can raise it up and vacuum things. Like you can vacuum, I think the girl was vacuuming the curtains or something. You can vacuum chairs. So it is, I would say it has more of an option to be portable in addition to being like just a regular vacuum. So it's never going to be cordless, but again, it just does have a little bit more like options to pick it up and move it somewhere, you know, raise it up, do a chair, whatever, rather than having this like big chunky vacuum that just only is like forward and back and forward and back, and that's it. I did want to include this countertop ice maker for you guys if the GE is definitely something you're still not set on buying. This is $210 off, and I actually, my in-laws, I can't remember if this was the exact brand, but they had one of these years ago because my father-in-law is actually a truck driver for Walmart, and he would take this in his truck because he just loved that fresh ice. He was very specific about it. And so this is always a really nice option. Again, if you do have things like you want more ice, you host a lot, whatever the reason may be, I love a good countertop ice maker. I feel like the ice is just superior, and it's $210 off on the sale. So definitely wanted to mention that. So product number 11, you can buy the, I think they're called like smart bells, where basically you can have one set of weights that you just gradually add to rather than having to buy different sets of dumbbells every single time you need to go up in weights. I do wish I would have done that initially, but I wasn't sure that working out was going to be something that I really stuck with. And here I am now having to buy more physical weights. So I'm actually considering getting this. Now, they have the set of dumbbells with a rack that comes with it for $299 off on the sale. It does seem like a very good deal. I definitely would recommend a weight rack as someone who does not have one and is also having to look at buying that. But again, I will still have this linked under number 11. You can buy the dumbbells by themselves. So you are still going to have the option to add the weight on. I think it goes up from 5 to 50 and a half, I think is what it said, pounds, which is amazing, but you can get it without that rack. So it's definitely a better price point. But I'm truly just considering buying these because they look like they're a better price than like the Bowflex, I think is the other brand that everyone was telling me about. But yeah, just definitely something to think about if you're getting into fitness and you're not sure if you're gonna like 100% go with it. I will link both of these under number 11 though, so you can get just the weights or the weight and the rack. Product number 12, the Ninja Creamy. I honestly should have put this as number 2 because this is probably the second most used appliance in our home. I love protein ice cream so much. And if you follow me on Instagram, you have seen me make protein ice cream constantly. It is so delicious, and you can get anywhere from 30 to 40 grams of protein in your ice cream treat every single day. There are benefits to really prioritizing protein in your day-to-day life for your health and fitness, but there are also so many benefits to prioritizing protein before bed. When I started eating protein ice cream before I went to sleep, oh my gosh, the sleep that I started getting, I was like, this is unmatched. Like I Googled it and went down a rabbit hole because I could not believe how different my sleep was just in eating protein ice cream before bed. So I make that with the Ninja Creamy. And the Ninja Creamy is $30 off, making it $169. And you literally need the light ice cream setting. That's gonna be the prime setting on there. I have the recipe over on my Instagram. Cannot recommend enough. Oh, it's so good. A lot of people always ask me to look for robot vacuums on the sales, and the Shark robot vacuum is definitely one that I wanted to share with you guys. It's $212 off, and Shark is a great brand. They have the Flex Styler, they've got regular vacuums, they've got robot vacuums. I mean, it is a very, very nice, reputable brand. I think compare it to Dyson and Bissell, it's just basically your preference. So I wanted to make sure this got included because robot vacuums are very popular amongst you guys. And as someone who just wishes so badly she could still use a robot vacuum, but my little kids would absolutely destroy it, please get this and use it for me. Just think of me, because my little kids just want to ride mine, and that just can't happen. But it's so nice not having to actually vacuum. I love a good robot vac. This inflatable bounce house is $159 off. I am renting a water slide for Roman's first birthday because we have a variety of kids' ages varying coming, and they're so expensive that oftentimes I will see people just buy them instead of rent them. If you are going to do that though, I do encourage you to only buy an inflatable something if it does not include water. Now, if you've got the time and the patience, absolutely get the slide, the blow up house, the whatever, if it has water involved, but just know that they are quite a pain to get all of the water off. I've been very into the like inflatable blow up pools lately, and I prefer to drain mine every day, just in case we have a lot of wildlife around here and I don't ever, if my kids were to get out, you know, have something happen. But it's not easy to get those things 100% dry. And even when you think they are, they're not. So that is my only tip for you guys. This is not a water slide. It is essentially just a blow up bouncy house for your kids. It is $159 off, and I see so many people rave about it. It's just, that's my 2 cents. Be cautious if you are getting one with water, because you are gonna have to make sure it is 100% dry before you put it up, and otherwise you can deal with mold, and that's just gross. I can't figure out if these are said carotte or carrot. I don't quite know. Carotte is what we're gonna say for today's video. These pots and pans I have and purchased in prep for Prime Day. I believe it was last like June or May. And I have used these, I am not kidding, every single day since to make eggs. I love how adjustable these are. They are oven safe, they are dishwasher safe. And what I really like about them is that they have adjustable handles. I do not recommend cooking on your stove with the handle on there or leaving the handle in the oven. I recommend that literally just being how you transport the pots and pans from place to place, because they do kind of get gross looking, and I just realized that too late. So we have some pots that look really nice and put together, and then we have some that have these like weird little burn marks on them from that. So I love these. They come with lids, again, dishwasher and oven safe. We cook on ours constantly, and they are $130 off on the Walmart Plus week sale. I did want to link some regular dumbbells for you guys. So there are a variety of sizes, but the picture you're seeing on screen is for the 10-pound weights. These are a very good price point. I personally don't like metal handles as my, like what I'm gripping when I am lifting weights. I know people who refuse to use anything except for that. So pick your poison, it's up to you. For me, I just don't like them. But these are a great price point. There's so many good fitness items on the Walmart Plus week that I haven't seen coming in like Prime Day that's coming up next week. This weight rack is $151 off. Now you definitely have to have room for this, but as someone who owns a weight rack, like Sam got it when we moved into this home, and I use it constantly, I feel like the price of this is incredible. Now this is just for the rack you're seeing. It does not come with any weights. It does not come with the bench. It doesn't come with the actual bar itself, but looks really nice quality and is such a good price point. The walking pad, I get requests about this all the time, and I cannot encourage you enough to get a walking pad, especially if you work from home or you're just trying to get your steps in. The only thing I will say is walking pads don't have incline. There's a reason for that. It is unsafe. If you tend to go past a certain incline and you don't have something to hold on to, or even just like the access to it, walking pads often do not also go beyond a certain speed. There's a reason for that. Walking pads were intended originally, I believe, because again, commercial designer, I've seen them in office spaces, and a lot of places actually would sell these walking pads with a desk, and it never went beyond the speed of 5, I think. And that way you don't realize like how hard it is to type when you are walking at like speed 5, 6, 7. Like that would be super hard. On my treadmill, speed 5 is a jog. So you're definitely gonna want a walking pad if you are working from home and trying to get your steps in, you're at your desk, you're still gonna be moving a little bit slower. But I walked Roman out on our walking pad. I literally put it on our back porch, and every day I would just go walk, and I was just like, get this baby low, and low he was. I had contractions and I was walking on that thing. So it's still great. It still gets you moving. Very much so recommend. For the next product, I wanted to link a treadmill with incline. I love the 12-3-30 workout. It is very hard. I don't recommend starting with 12-3-30, which is 12 incline, 3 speed for 30 minutes. It will have you winded. You will see stars if you have never worked out before. Like I was in very good shape, and when I started getting serious about it and doing it, it was tough, y'all, to adjust to. So definitely ease into it. But this treadmill does have the handlebars. It has a 12 incline, and it is $309 off on the sale. So I wanted to make sure I included this one if the walking pad is not for you. And then the last product is this 5.5 quart Dutch oven. Everyone's into sourdough, making sourdough these days. I personally wish I could do it, but I just do not have the time to dedicate to learning that right now. But this is a great price point. It is $45 off on the sale, and I really love the color option, so I wanted to make sure I included it in today's video. And that is it. We did 20 products in at least raw footage is like 22 minutes. So I would say I was not too chatty in this video, but thank y'all so much for watching. Definitely make sure click the subscribe button below if you are new here, and come back later this week. I've got some early Prime Day deals that are going on. And then we're of course going to be covering the Nordstrom sale, and Prime Day is next week. I'm going to have 50 of the top Prime Day deals going up each day of the Prime sale, and it's just gonna be so good. So definitely make sure to click the subscribe button. Thank y'all so much for watching. Love you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah.